might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 22, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 6.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Micah Kiser was in on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Dobbins. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Second down and goal. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get Stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Stafford on third down. He's got the hook up here into Deshaun Jackson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Again, it's Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Akers. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll look to run with Akers. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. This is caught, it's Brown. And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
2nd and 11.
Play action. It's Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Stafford.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable two. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Flushed out right.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Now Jackson on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie Odafe Oweh. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Ravens are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, L.A. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Rolling to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this one too low. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. the defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by David Long.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been...
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Odafe Oweh. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. To try again after the sack. Stafford. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.